Welcome to our Season 1 recap of Game of Thrones, Part 5, Reborn. While Ned is relaxing at the Red Keep's underground dungeon, massage and spa parlor, Cersei and the small council gaslight young Sansa into not only writing a letter to her brother Robb, noting that their father is a traitor to the crown and that the Starks shouldn't start a war, pretty please, but also into asking for public forgiveness for her father's supposed, quote, treason, unquote, and most importantly, mercy from the future king, to which Joffrey appears to soften and agree to hear Lord Stark's confession. Assured that his family would survive and that he would be let go live his remaining days out in the Night's Watch alongside his brother and bastard son, Ned Stark agrees to confess to treason. Except Joffrey has no intention of doing anything of the sort. He orders Sir Ilyn Payne to execute Ned following his confession, much to the dismay of, well, everyone, including his mother. Following her father's brutal and unexpected death, Sansa continues to be traumatized at Joffrey's whim, forced to look upon the head of her dead father and septa, and physically abused at the hands of Joffrey's soldiers. And although we have a glimpse of a moment where she contemplates pushing Joffrey off a bridge, the Hound manages to interrupt to offer her a handkerchief. Pretty sure he knew what she was thinking, and it's the first sense that we get that maybe there's more heart to the Hound than we were first led to believe. Fortunately, Sansa's sister fares better. Perhaps Ned felt it wouldn't end well for him as he was being led to his public stage, and he had the foresight to spontaneously ask Yoren for help, to save Arya from further Lannister madness. Yoren obliges, and makes sure she doesn't see the beheading. He then tells Arya to pretend she's Ari, just some unlucky young boy sent to the Night's Watch, and he sets out with the other recruits on the road to Castle Black, including a one Gendry, a dreamy blacksmith's apprentice and bastard son of Robert Baratheon, aka a danger to the crown. The seeds of a, friendship get planted. Meanwhile, at Castle Black, Jon and his new friends take their oaths and are officially sworn into the Night's Watch. Since there are no free rides, each gets assigned a new job. Gren to the Rangers and Sam, Pip, and Jon to the Stewards. Jon specifically to be the personal steward for the Night's Watch very own Lord Commander, Mormont. And yes, that is Ser Jorah's father. Naturally, Jon is a little upset. He doesn't want to be some dude's personal steward. He wants excitement and adventure. Sam gently notes that being the Lord Commander's right hand means he will have access to all sorts of classified information, and that Mormont is probably grooming him from command, and that he should in general just stop being so whiny and teenagery. And not to fear, Jon gets his excitement and adventure twofold as Mormont's steward anyways. First, when a dead man rises inside Castle Black and attacks Mormont, Jon is there to save him. And secondly, when a ranger goes missing, namely Jon's uncle, Benjen, and Mormont decides to take a contingent of rangers beyond the wall to find out what's happened. Jon also earns himself a rather sweet Valyrian steel sword, House Mormont's ancestral weapon. Nicknamed the Long Claw, Lord Commander Mormont even had the pommel remade with a Stark sigil, a direwolf, and a white one at that, to honor Jon's own direwolf, Ghost. And Jon's brother Robb also finds himself honored, this time by the loyal bannermen who've been by his side in the unofficial war against the Lannisters. Upon hearing that beloved Lord Stark was executed for #fake treason, the entirety of the North rallies behind Lady Stark and her firstborn son, going as far as nominating Robb to be the king in the North. Everyone's totally jazzed about it. Everyone except for maybe Robb himself. And Bran, who's busy making friends with wildlings, skulking in crypts, and dreaming of three-eyed ravens. Oh, and also Tywin, who is busy regrouping at Castle Harrenhal and licking his wounds, but only in private, and appointing Tyrion to act as the Hand in King's Landing, because you know he's too busy warring. Probably also Joffrey and Daenerys too, let's be honest. Well, good thing Daenerys is busy dealing with her own problems across the sea. You see, the attempt on her life sent Drogo in a bit of a frenzy, during which he pledged himself and his entire Khalasar to her cause, to take back her family's Westerosi throne. Of course, to do that, one needs gold for ships and weapons. And the easiest way to get gold, the easiest way the Dothraki knew, was to sell slaves. So, first on Drogo's to-do list, raid some villages and grab some people. Much to his new wife's dismay, Daenerys did not agree with his Khalasar's treatment of the men and women, all the raping and pillaging, and demanded they stop. It didn't sit well with the old guard, of course, and when Drogo was forced to defend his foreign wife, he had to kill a dude. But not before said dude managed to cut Drogo. Days later, the infection from that wound has all but killed the Great Khal. Daenerys asks for healing help from Miri, one of the women she helped free from the clutches of the Khalasar, despite Drogo's Bloodrider's warnings that she was a witch and up to no good. Miri does some shady blood magic ritual to try to save the Khal, and then she tells everyone in the tent to get the F out of there, 'cause the dead are gonna dance there tonight. And no one else was invited to the party. But alas, the Khaleesi's baby really wanted to come, so Ser Jorah unwittingly enters the tent that night to have Miri help deliver the baby because he thinks multitasking is a real thing. Sadly, the baby is stillborn, and the next morning Daenerys gets even more bad news. Not only is the majority of the Khalasar already gone, but her sun and stars, the love of her life, is in a vegetative state and unlikely to recover. Baffled by Miri's betrayal of her trust and kindness, Daenerys realizes she's lost everything she's held dear. The only thing left to do is a mercy killing and a funeral pyre, which also serves as Miri's punishment. As Ricardo lays the 3 dragon eggs around Drogo's head, Ser Jorah implores Daenerys not to follow through with her plan, as he believes she intends to burn herself alongside Drogo. But she tells him not to worry, she doesn't think she'll burn. And she's right. As the miracle of her survival dawns on Jorah and the remaining Khalasar, 3 dragons rise from the ashes around her. Thanks for watching Game of Thrones Season 1 Recap Part 5, Reborn, here on 7 Minute Seasons, a MindMineTV series. Need to catch up with Part 1 through 4? Use the links in the description. Love what you saw? Make sure to like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more great content just like this.